You still trying to persuade them, and they really don't they really don't want it, because see, the Bible says bad character corrupts good manners. And if I see your character bad, I don't want my goodness corrupted. I'll leave you where you at. So for many of you, you got to be okay with that, because you are in a place where your life has stopped making sense. You ain't sinning, you ain't missing people, but you're really seeing and coming to grips of who you really are. Because you once had clarity, now you got a bunch of questions. You once had structure in your life, but now you don't know what to do. You knew who you were, now you're asking, who am I? Because you're not the person that you grew up to be. And I don't want you to misinterpret this moment that you're doing something wrong, that you off track, that you lost. What you're doing, you're like a snake. You shedding the skin or the version of yourself that God can't take with you. He can't take it with you. And for many of people, because they haven't been fully true, those are the ones that fight in this moment. Those the ones fighting because they really ain't truthful. They really ain't taking no notes. They really saying, "Ooh, that was good," but it wasn't no transformation. So what you should be going into, your plants should be having offsprings by now. If your plant don't have no offspring, that means you ain't growing. Because the purpose of getting the plants is that God was showing you what's in your spirit. And a lot of you have a relationship with God, but it's not growing. You stagnant. Because you only think of the plant, you only think of the plant as a second-class citizen because God ain't first in your life. Never think we forgot. I said it's going to represent you and God. You're supposed to have some offspring. You should be having some growing off the side, and darn near might be almost full grown, because this is leading us to this psychology of wilderness. And there's a war between what God said versus what you see. It's a cognitive dissonance in the wilderness, which means you hear God, but what you hear don't match what you see. You heard God clearly, confident. You knew what he said, but the door ain't open.
Transformation, center we proclaim.